Get back at the castle, pole on tuck, get these eyes one battle. They gon' eat shells, I'ma feed them ammo. Barrel got big knife, call it big Rambo. Pour another cup, baby, go ahead, smoke some weed. Hit that telegram, yeah, you know I got what you need.
Yeah, Big O.
Yeah.
Omar Gooding.
You understand me?
Charles Allen.
Yes, sir.
Town for the We Out Here tour.
Yes, sir. Yes,
He
indeed.
just put on his black voice for y'all. I hope y'all
I
like
did.
it.
Was that the black voice?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm
Because
putting
it got a little deeper?
I was
Is that
telling
what
them earlier, I'm putting it on an act because they were like, he goes, are y'all Spurs fans? I said, yeah, I'm just putting on an act because we got somebody from
I
LA
see.
here.
It's acceptable now
got a
because he
Lakers
passed
fan.
away. So it's like you got to put the rest in P in there.
Oh, you have to.
Shame. We're going to keep it light, though. We're going to keep it light.
Omar,
Yeah.
Charles, thank y'all for coming, man.
Thank y'all for having us.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Charles,
Y'all-
put your headphones on, brother.
Yeah, you
I'm a headphone lamp.
gotta
the
come to
rest of us.
headphone app.
You'll
man.
understand why as soon as you put it on. No. Put them on. You'll get it.
You'll get what's happening.
Just the vibe is different. Flip it.
I have,
Just flip it. Just, I'm in there.
We didn't
Right.
do the tutorial on how to do podcasts
There you go, there you
properly.
go. Bam!
Almost.
Oh, shit.
we need
Got
to.
it.
Done,
In the
got
game.
There we go.
Yeah.
Done.
Now see how you want to get a little closer to the mic so they can hear you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you can
You
move
hear
the
that?
mic.
Yeah.
You
You
see
can move the
that?
mic to your mouth.
See that there?
There you
Right.
go.
Yeah.
Fuck, oh,
Good.
shit.
Yeah, man.
We good? We good?
Almost. Just act like you just make love to that mother.
Yeah.
I don't like shit that close to
That's when you cock your head to the side like, nah, motherfucker. Nah, nigga, just back up, nigga, back up. Why you so
I don't
close to
do
me?
well in them type of situations.
Understood.
Welcome to the BFR podcast, guys. We appreciate y'all taking a little bit of time out of your day. I know y'all got a busy day and a
Yes.
busy night ahead of you.
Yeah. We're at the Upstage Comedy Lounge, baby. 8 o'clock.
yeah.
8 o'clock. Doors open at 8. Show starts at about, black folk time, but it'll start about 9 something.
Oh, shit.
Right for that.
They keep
All right,
giving
we'll
us
be there
that.
at 10.
Be there about 10 o'clock. You already know how we get down. Get there, bro. You're going to miss half the show, but just be there.
No, I'm sure y'all just be going on
We'll
stage.
just be getting started. You know how we do. You know how we do.
No, we appreciate y'all, really. When did y'all get in?
Yesterday?
Yeah,
Well, you
yesterday,
drove, I flew, so
about
you-
3. Yeah, I drove about 4.5 hours to San Antonio.
He said, my condolences.
From East Texas?
Yeah.
Damn.
Did you have AC?
Oh hell yeah! I would
All
have
right.
died in fucking. I would have died by Austin.
I saw y'all's videos last night, man. You can't have him out here like that, bro.
You know that?
No man, I'm sorry.
Man, that was just, it was
He-
entirely too disrespectful. I should have did my due diligence and knew that the heat was just, evil out here. I had no idea.
Oh,
but
yeah.
I mean, all I was doing was just walking into the bar. Like,
It's
from
offensive.
the car to the bar was a problem.
Yeah.
He didn't warn me. He just giggled and shit.
Well,
like,
see,
he'll know.
this what the funny part. Before Omar left LA yesterday, he texted me and said, "Man, it's hot out here in Cali." He said it's 96 degrees. I started praying for him.
Oh, no.
No, that was that bullshit. The pilot was like, okay, we're heading into San Antonio. It's clear skies. The weather is about 97 degrees, and it'll get a little bit hotter from there. I was like, from there? How much heat are y'all trying to get to? Nigga, we at 97. Now it's 9 a.m. The fuck?
We're overachieving.
Yeah. No, that's woo. Y'all trying to kill folk.
where global warming lives.
Pretty much.
Yeah. We had back in Cali, we had like a tornado last month. So the times are
in
changing.
Cali?
In Cali, yeah, it ripped the roof off
In
of a
Compton.
house and shit.
In Compton?
In Compton. Google it. We ain't make this shit up for jokes.
No.
We have a Googler.
A real tornado?
Google it. Real tornado. Yeah, go. You put Google tornado in Compton. Let's see it.
That sounds like a fucking
Hey, look,
movie.
look.
It does.
That's got to be a movie.
We got to pitch it to the.
Two brief tornadoes in Carson. Yeah, look. Look at that. That's a
The
twister.
debris goes flying high as two rare
Again.
and damaging Southern California twisters touched down in Carson and Compton.
Compton.
Residents found damage to buildings, cars, and trees. The National Weather
Shit didn't
Service
happen
says
when
the
Nipsey was
tornadoes
alive.
kicked up destructive winds reaching 75 miles an hour. They're the
bullshit?
second and
Nipsey
third
kept everybody out of
tornadoes to hit
fucking
Southern
Compton, man.
California in less than 2 months. The twisters were
Glad I wasn't lying. They went straight
Wow.
to the footage.
Wow.
They're like, he's a liar.
Wild weather.
You're a phony.
When it comes to weather, we're really precise here.
Don't play with my emotions about the weather, motherfucker.
Right.
Omar Gooding,
Yo,
man,
talk to
Wild and Crazy Kids, part of our fucking childhood, our 100%, man.
Yeah, it means I'm old as fuck, and y'all are right behind me. If you remember Wild and Crazy Kids.
Yeah, fucking 39 years old, man.
I'm the only one born in the 90s here, so.
Okay. Oh, you born in the 90s.
Yeah.
Google it.
1990, exactly. No, but were you excited that you just missed Dan Schneider when he took over Nickelodeon over there?
Yeah, I ain't got no Dan Schneider jokes, bro. I was working. I didn't give a fuck who took over what. I just, cut the check. I moved on. I did a lot of working, man, when I was young. So it started at Wild and Crazy Kids, and I did the show called Hang with Mr. Cooper immediately following.
Oh, that's
you know what I
nice.
mean? And then one of the producers from that started a show called Smart Guys. So that started up immediately after that. You know what I mean? Wild and Crazy Kids, I was 12.
you ever take
By the
a
time
break?
we finished Smart Guy, I was 24 years old. And got a call from John Singleton to do a movie called Baby Boy. So, everything was just nonstop with me. And like, you going to college? I'm like, no, nigga, I'm getting paid already. I'm not, high school and then work. That's it.
But has anybody asked you to punch them like you did in Baby Boy?
It's over then. You try again, nigga.
No. They kind of, they get it. They looked in the
Yeah.
They look and said,
Because I have a crazy question I'm about to ask.
Is it? Let me take my rings off. I got a belt on. Yes, I got a belt on. What, do it work? Yes. I think the one hit a quitter was quite effective.
You got a comedy show tonight. How long you been in the comedy game?
You know what? Charles can help answer that because I used to just host. I just come out and say, hey, how y'all doing? All right, guess what? Rick Charles Allen. And then I get off stage. You know what I mean?
Yeah, probably like 2014 was our first show.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Omar said, I'm just going to come up there and say what's up, greet everybody, and get off.
Yeah.
So he got up there and he started talking about just random stuff in the room, and everybody fell out laughing. So he lit up and he did about 5 more minutes.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I can do this shit. And then, he didn't have no written material. So eventually, if you just up there vibing, you're going to get to the point where it's like, so he's like, oh, I can do this.
Yeah.
And then from there, it just, he working constantly doing movies, TV shows. So he couldn't be as consistent as a comedian that ain't got a shit else going in their life.
Yeah.
So whenever he fuck with it,
It's fucked up. But he said,
He ain't lined up.
no, for real. But whenever he fuck with it, he dabble in it. Every time I see him growing and doing material, now he said they got a show in LA where he just did 15, 16 minutes, something like that, and didn't even feel like it was a minute. So,
Right.
Oh, shit.
man.
And a minute is a
it's long.
lifetime.
Yeah.
but that's how you know you're starting to pick it up when time starts shortening.
Oh,
Because
okay.
when you first start doing comedy, 5 minutes feel like a fucking hour.
I have my first 10 minutes coming on Wednesday. I never did comedy in my
It
life.
haven't happened yet.
No.
No.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
No.
This is his
Coming
first
yeah.
time ever.
And I know how long a minute is. You ever
Right.
watch Kill Tony?
Yeah.
So like they go
That's what
up
you're doing?
and they do
You on Kill Tony?
no. No, it's a local show.
Oh.
But
And they
go up.
starting you off with 10 minutes.
Yeah. And I'm like, y'all gonna be bored. Y'all gonna be real bored. It's gonna be fun. But
You just give yourself
figure it
the
out.
light. If
yeah.
You'd be like,
All right, that's my time.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, you just got up here. No,
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you. And that's my career as well.
No, it's funny because I was invited out to a comedy show many moons ago, and the guy just said, I'm gonna send a limo for you, and you drive out, and we're out in like the Redlands, which is just like in the sticks, and we'll just have some fun, have some drinks. I said, sure. And I got there and we're watching the show, and halfway through it, the host is like, all right, this next guy coming up, you're going to love him. Very, very funny guy. You've seen him in Hang with Mr. Cooper. You've seen him in Smart Guy. You've seen him in a movie called Baby Boy. And I started looking around like, I must know this nigga because he's been in everything I've been in. He was an extra or something? I can't know who the fuck is that. And Omar Gooding. I was like, the fuck? But then I got up there and I just started talking and shit. And like Charles said, I just started going and just, talking shit. Damn, this light is bright. And just started just vamping and they were just falling on the floor. So I just kept going. Then I just tried some shit that I actually thought would be funny and it was dead silence. And I was like, ooh. Anybody see Baby Boy? Yeah, it was a great movie, right? Okay, all right, I'll see you later, bye.
You got
You should have went up there longer. And I was like, no, I shouldn't, motherfucker. I was just trying shit. But that was like the first bite. And then here we are.
You've been rapping for quite a while, right? So like, did that make it easier for you to develop a writing style for comedy because you've been a writer?
Yeah, you know what's funny? Well, that's two different stories there. As far as music is concerned, I've always been on the writing side. I've always been into like lyrics and lyricists and stuff. So you hear my music and say, damn. After Drake got outed for not writing his shit, and everyone's like, so hey, everybody's probably buying verses. Like, nah, I'm from the old school. I'm more like, it doesn't make sense. Like the person, like I'll do somebody's hook.
Yeah.
But if you hear me rapping, that's me. That's my lyrics. You know what I'm saying? But Charles and I, when we started, we had a show called Family Time that I did 91 episodes of, right?
Yeah.
So after like the first couple seasons, I brought Charles in to help me punch up on jokes, right? And then it evolved to us becoming writers on the show. And then they let us write an episode. And then I figured out, we literally together figured out how to actually write these scripts, right? Which is interesting because what we did is we wrote a whole script for them. And gave it to them. They were like, "Oh yeah, this is cool. Thank you for all these free jokes, motherfucker." But no, no bullshit. And then they were like, "Well, here is how you actually do it, and we'll structure it for you, and then you fill in the blanks. First scene is this and this. Second scene is this and this, and third scene is that and that. Now fill in." Then we'll go, "Okay, hi Lisa, hey Tony, da 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 da," and write all the jokes in between. So we figured out how to write, those jokes, and then starting as punch-ups, it was fun. But he had more insight because he was in the writer's room. I'd never been in. I was just an actor, like, here nigga say these lines, but he could tell you about the writer's room, which is hella fun.
And where do they learn that those fundamentals? Is that college or is that?
I don't know. I didn't go.
Where the fuck do they pick all that shit up?
You pick up what?
Like the structure. Like, okay, we got it. You guys got a good fucking thing right here, but you're not writing it right. Here's how you actually do that. Where do you learn that?
What I'm saying is that I don't believe that it wasn't that we had wrote it wrong because we had scripts to look at. So we knew the structure. Yeah. Our structure was fine, but they were like, that's just not how it works. We have a writer's room that puts together these shows, right? So they said, we're doing a show. We're doing a show about this. So they'll take his idea and then give it to us to fill in the blanks. And it'll say written by Omar and Charles, but there's still 17 other motherfuckers in the back that are doing all different stuff and punching it up and whatnot. So we'll give them our version and then they'll give us the actual version and we'll see how many of our jokes stayed in, you know what I mean? And for the most part, it was all us. We're like, oh shit, man, that made it. We're happy to see that. And we'd watch episodes of other shit and see our other jokes in there and go, that's why you don't give them a whole script.
Oh, and they ain't yours anymore.
Yeah. Just like, thank you for that.
Broke the fucking code.
Let me tell y'all some crazy shit that happened when you're a punch-up writer. So it's like 4 of us. And it's like it's like the joke Olympics, man. So whoever come up with the funniest joke to give to this dude to say on stage, you won that scene. So all the comedians, all the writers that's on the side of it, they all trying to come up with the funniest thing to tell Omar because he gonna throw out the ones that is bullshit. Yeah. And he gonna keep, oh, that's funny. I'm gonna say that.
Good.
So it's this competitiveness amongst the writers. So I used to have this habit of going to the other writers saying, hey man, you think this funny? Right? And then they'll be like, nah, that's whack. Oh, and then like 2 seconds after that, when they say cut, they'll run to Omar and say what the fuck I just told him. Omar be like, he brilliant, hire him. Charles, what the fuck you doing, man? Get on your shit. I'm like, nigga, I wrote the fucking joke.
That is true.
And they're comedians, right? They're writers, but they're also comedians. Man, that's a toxic fucking profession, bro.
Right.
Oh, comedy is toxic. Think about that. Like,
I know.
You could be the most loved comedian out of all comedians. You could be every comedian's favorite comedian until you blow up. Then everybody got a fucking problem.
That's what I'm learning about because that's primarily what we have.
Every comedian that make it out of the barrel of crabs, you immediately become a target to other comedians.
Wow.
You ain't gotta, y'all haven't noticed that?
No, we had. That's
when
what I'm saying.
When a comedian blow up, everybody start hating on him.
No, because like 90% of the fucking guests on our podcast, they're local comedians from San Antonio. And we're like, man, y'all's fucking environment is crazy toxic.
But that's why I can't wait for one of y'all to blow up. I got 3 burner YouTube accounts. I'm going to tear y'all ass.
Yeah, let's go.
Man, everything y'all do, I'm going to put negative comments in all y'all shit.
Man, I'll give you a lot of material. I'll tell you that. It'll be there.
My YouTube's currently full of a bunch of people shitting on me, so it's all right.
No, literally. It's gross, bro. It's like Johnny Depp level.
It's actually my king.
Oh man, you have a great line in one of your songs, and I think it's perfect for how you seem to carry yourself, man. I mean, you're on the BFR podcast. We're not big at all. We started 6 months ago, but it's be an actor in Hollywood without acting Hollywood.
Yeah, that's tough. I mean, that's kind of how I carried myself throughout my entire career because it's funny. Like, I just keep real cats around me, like because I like to go out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they're like, oh man, you did that movie with such and such. Are y'all hanging out? Like, no, I don't know if that dude can fight. I think that's some real cats with me out here in these streets.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's all. That's just what it was, And so I never bought into the stuff like the peer pressure and the casting couch and everybody's doing coke and all that bullshit. Like, nah, I'm good, man.
I do coke on my own.
You know what I'm saying? Do it on your own time. I'm gonna do it in front of a motherfucker. Like, you know what I'm saying? No. But that's
Share a bag with my friends. What the fuck you talking
These motherfuckers. Yeah, it's easy to say no. It's crazy. They said just say no.
One of the other songs I thought was great was the "Not Alone" song. That's an inspiring song. Man.
It is, and I wrote that right during the pandemic.
Oh, really?
You know what I mean? It was right in the middle of it, where I had talked to a friend of mine, and we had a long conversation, just kind of swapping war stories, and damn, this is happening and that's happening. But it was like everything that he said, like, man, my this and my money and blah, 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 and I'm scared, I'm by myself, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, yeah, a lot of people are going through that shit, but you always feel like it's just you.
Right.
You feel like you're by yourself. Why is God doing this to me? Like, yeah, talk to some people.
It's not unique.
It's not, nigga. Like, this stuff is it's universal, man. We were all scared and we were all uncertain about our future at the exact same time, man. You're not alone. So, I love that song. And the dope that did you watch the video?
No, I didn't. I heard the song.
The video is crazy, bro, because we had a film crew actually film it. So it's very cinematic and it's emotional and I'm crying and all this in the car and punching stuff and blah, blah, blah. And then after a while, because we didn't put it out right away. So you can look it up. And then I got with another guy who's a music video producer. And then we were able to reshoot it and then combine both elements of it. So at the end of the day, you're like, damn, it's got the dramatic side and it's got the hip hop element to it. So the video's dope.
That's great that you say that, man. Because when I was listening to the song, I was like, I feel like he wrote this for somebody. And I wanted to ask you, like, did you write that for somebody? It seemed like you were speaking to somebody. And
for real. I mean, and damn, I don't want to get too personal, but there was like, I usually, I draw from as much life experience as I can. Right. And then I try to, still make it as universal as possible.
That it's happening to, but it ain't just you that it's happening to. There's other people in other places it's happening to. They ain't quit, they ain't checked out. Hell you doing with a gun in your mouth? Knock it off. Look, I know bad gets bad, but he never will give you more than you can't handle. Feel yourself slipping and grab a damn handle. Lights get cut off like some damn candle. Ain't got a pot to piss and panhandle. Nigga try to pop some shit and Van Damme. Be mad, be sad, be pissed. But just remember you have every right to exist. My bad, let me calm down. I just had to tell you this. You're not alone. You are not alone. You are not alone.
Oh, yeah, I see that. Yeah.
You are not alone.
Stylie Ray, shout out Stylie Ray.
Stylie Ray.
Don't be afraid to ask for some help, even if you all by yourself. You feel me? Be strong, why not? Weak's easy. You quit, that's it, be easy. But listen, you ain't gonna take my joy. I'ma have me some fun. I'ma get mine, boy. Yeah, my fist gon' fly. I'ma fight for mine. Plus my kids gotta eat. When I spit shit, it's diaper time. I gotta get it, so why don't you get it through your head that it's gonna happen whether you like it or not? Keep that attitude. Do what you gotta do and never take no for an answer, whether they fucking answer or not. Need a couple bucks? Shit, hand them or not. Do unto others whether others will do it or not. Shit, that's how I do it, I'ma keep it up. If you don't hear me, turn the speakers up, cause you're not alone. Plan is to have you feeling that way. Talking bad, feeling bad, ain't no healing that way. Cause ain't nobody do everything all by theyself. Even if you did it on your own, you was not alone. Good or bad, right or wrong, you are not alone. He gone, she gone, you are not alone. They gone, ride on, you are not alone. Bullshit piles on, you are not alone. Getting hired and getting fired, you're not alone. Getting tired of fucking lies, you're not alone. I'm sick and tired, I'm sick and tired, I'm not alone. Sick and tired, I'm sick and tired. But I bet I'm not alone. You are not alone. You are not alone.
Shot this out in Tennessee.
I know that I'm not alone. You are not alone.
Ray.
I'm just like you. I know that I'm not alone.
Yeah, under they mind. They'll be fine. I was there from time. Don't ruin they minds. I'ma lose my mind. I never saw signs. I was walking around blind. To myself, I was lying. My soul
pocket
started
nips.
dying. Thoughts of my seas, I'm crying.
This shit was so deep. Baby mom left him with him and 4 of his kids. Fuck, she left him. She had some juice issue and she slid off.
Yeah. I can relate.
You say, bitch, you mean that shit.
Yeah. That's some real.
That shit was from the heart.
That came from your stomach.
Yeah, he's smoking that cigarette tough. Ain't no acting. That's a real cigarette, man.
She said, I'm gonna get him before he get me.
Yeah. Yo, it was ghosting.
Yeah. That's what happened with my 21-year-old. My baby mama left 2 years old.
Yeah, they be surprised when fathers be
Before
actually,
kids, fuck that.
Right.
I would have put them bitches up for adoption, at least 3 of them.
All right.
Fuck those kids. Right?
Hilarious.
How the tacos? All right.
Tacos is good, man.
Where are they from?
Shit.
Where'd
I'm
you
so
get them?
glad Omar famous so y'all could talk to him and I eat. Boy, that shit was great.
Killing that shit.
You killed it.
Tacos was off the chain.
Charles Allen, you East Texas.
Yep.
What town you from?
Crockett.
Okay, cool.
So that's like in between Houston and Dallas. So it's like in the middle of East Texas, in the forest. They decided to make a town, and that's where I was born.
Damn.
You could tell that shit's small. He didn't have no. Usually you say Crockett, like, oh, I know Crockett. You just like,
I'm like Crockett Street.
Crockett, yeah.
She didn't even bother to Google that shit because it wasn't gonna come
it ain't gonna
up.
come
No
up.
results have been found for your search.
There's going to be a lot of other things that
like-
come up for Crockett.
No, hold on, because
And
Google Charles Allen first.
Fuck y'all.
Damn. Yeah, y'all don't blow up.
white
Don't blow
one.
up.
Some writer from the 1860s gonna come up.
Oh shit. Damn.
Hey, y'all got a Walmart.
Yeah, we got a Walmart.
And the HEB, who may or may not be sponsoring.
Hey, y'all
us.
don't got cars yet?
A horse and buggy. Damn. 75. Is that how many people are there? That's a lot.
75.
That's the zip code, motherfucker.
I told you I didn't go to college, nigga. I had no idea what the fuck that means. It's 105, right?
That's
now.
how many trees in that motherfucker. 7,835.
Damn. Oh, the population 6,000. You ain't lying.
You still live there?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
went to Hollywood for a bit, huh?
Yeah, I was in Hollywood for 20 years.
20 years?
Yep.
Damn.
Damn.
Yeah.
How old is you?
Yeah, how old are you?
We
You
do
don't
look
look old at all.
No, you don't.
I'm 47.
No, you're lying.
Jesus.
I promise you, I'm 47.
Damn, I try. I would.
I'm older
I
than
can't.
Omar.
I can't even confirm it because have you Googled Charles Allen?
I need to Google his age.
Google Charles Allen.
This shit ain't cool, man.
Google
There's not a Wikipedia page on him.
Charles Allen comedian. I
That's
bet
what you have
ain't
to
nothing
Google.
gonna come up.
No, there's a website that comes up.
There you go. Instagram. Charles 79. Bam.
Yeah, but he
And
doesn't
a
have
Twitter.
his whole bio there.
That is his whole bio.
There you go, Alamo Text. Oh no.
Hey.
I got some
Right
stuff.
there, comedy production, Comedy Pro, right there. That's the one that I found.
Oh, that Hood taco reviews.
But when I first just put it in Charles Allen, it was like some guy from the Navy, some white guy from the Navy.
Yeah, so I was 19.
Hey.
Yeah, that's it.
Hey.
That's me when I was 19.
Rubbing shoulders with Dave Chappelle. What's his name?
Damn.
Snoop. And the fuck is his name?
Tim Allen.
Tim
Oh,
Allen.
another Allen, of course.
Another Allen.
Of course.
You know Santa Claus.
I know. I'm like, fuck. I can't remember his
That's
name
my
right
cousin,
now.
man.
That's a good picture.
Oh man.
How long are you going on tonight, Charles?
20.
20 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
So you do 20, he does 30? Or how's that work out?
We're still figuring it out. We're just gonna play it by ear. Like,
Yeah, we'll see.
yeah, we're just gonna vibe out, man.
Oh, man.
Depends how much liquor I got in me, man.
Yeah, we're gonna play. It's gonna be dope though. It's gonna be.
No, we got some fun stuff prepared for y'all. It's gonna be fun.
It ain't gonna be just no conventional get up there, stand up there, and tell jokes. We got some little stuff worked out.
Oh no shit! It's gonna be a show.
Oh yeah,
it's an
gonna be
event.
a show.
I love that.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, man.
I love that. 'Cause
Yeah,
it-
we got one show today, 2 shows tomorrow. Then we on the Waco. Couple weeks. So
like
y'all
the
miss it,
entertainment
y'all
aspect
Waco.
of it. Like that's
Yeah.
cool to add to it. You know, like
Yeah,
live
this show-
DJ, things like that.
Yeah, so on this show, it's gonna be mainly comedy. But like the next show in Waco, I'll do some songs. You know what I mean? I'll get up there and do some performances.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that one's the event. This one's the comedy show, but it's going down.
Damn.
Oh, yeah.
So you diversify your career amazingly, man. Acting, comedy. We talked about the comedy. We talked about the rapping, acting. You still doing acting?
He can't
Damn,
right now.
that's strong. That's some strong shit right there. But it was a good segue to my punch that I got to my shameless plug. I have a series out now called Saturdays, like the day of the
On
week.
Disney?
Yeah, Disney. I started with Disney with we actually did Smart Guy on the WB, and then after 75 episodes, they canceled it, and Disney picked it up. So I was Mo on. I was like the best friend Mo on Smart Guy on Disney Channel. And now I signed back with Disney on a series called Saturdays where I play the father, right? And it's about the skating culture in Chicago. So we filmed the whole first season out in Chicago. It aired on the Disney Channel and it's now streaming on Disney Plus. So y'all can check that out. 15 episodes. It's really good, man. It's Danielle Jolliday. We got Peyton Basnight, Timothy Johnson Jr., Yo-Yo, the rapper, she actually plays the Duchess at the skating rink because it's about the roller skating culture, like I said, right? So we also have Golden Brooks, who plays my wife on the show. Golden Brooks was from Girlfriends. Y'all remember Girlfriends back in the day, right? It's a black showrunner. It's all black cast. It's good for our culture. You know what I mean? It's really dope, but it's very universal at the same time. You know what I mean? So it's a little
Disney,
something for
baby.
everybody. It's on Disney. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
This is Chicago, home to my girls Ari.
Yes, I'm in.
And Simone.
Right!
It's also where you find my brother London and his ride or die Derek.
We're gonna slide box Easy one of our mixtapes so we can blow up!
Mom and Dad run a bakery together.
Hey!
And this is Paris. That's me.
We'll be famous!
And around here, the whole idea is to get through your week, to get to Saturdays.
Everybody underway, it's Saturday!
Not just a day.
Would make a very good theme.
Not just a vibe.
I'm sold!
But the place where everyone brings it together. Cool!
It's Saturday! We ain't got no time to waste!
I live for Saturdays at Saturdays. And me and my crew stay ready.
Saturdays.
It's on Disney. Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Give it up for that.
Getting
Yeah,
that
man.
Disney
Cutthecheck.com.
money,
Cut the check. Yeah. Huh?
bro. You're getting that Disney money.
Yeah, that Disney money's good. That Disney money's good. That Disney money's good. That Disney money. That's why I can do these shows for free.
Hell yeah.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
I really do.
I'm bullshit. But I mean, you know, free-ish. It ain't free for y'all. We can let y'all in. That's cool.
Y'all let y'all guests drink on here?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
100%.
Y'all could do anything on this podcast.
It ain't gonna be no timestamp with the time of day on her, so motherfuckers know I'm drinking at 12 noon.
Nah, it's gonna look like we
I
record
just
this shit at night.
Dry snitched on myself.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you just did. I'll cut that shit out.
When is this airing? Is this live or you airing later?
No, it's not live.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll produce it and then we'll Thursdays at 2. So we drop an episode every
Thursdays.
Thursday at 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
All right. So they have to go online.
Yeah,
and,
we have
YouTube.
we have a card here.
YouTube, and they'll talk about that. Okay.
QR code.
that takes you
Take
to our
us right to
episodes.
Great.
Yep.
So when this airs, when y'all are listening to this, y'all still have time to buy tickets for the Waco show.
Yes, sir.
Shit.
Y'all pull up to the Waco show. Y'all, we're gonna have a
Hell yeah.
ball out there.
Yeah, we're also gonna do a live in a little bit, so we can promote it for tonight. you know,
dope.
on our profile.
Oh, excellent. Excellent.
You know, you'll reach 20 people.
Cool. As long as 10 of them show up, that'll pack us out.
Our reels are doing numbers right now, kind of, you know.
Dope.
Have you been to Upstate yet?
I have not.
You haven't
I've been
yet?
telling them, like, man, y'all gotta let me go see the venue, especially for all the shit we got planned. I gotta make sure it all fits. Oh, hello.
So this will be the first time you work
Lakers.
with Bobby.
Represent the Lake Show.
Fuck them.
Yeah, what is going on with this?
Yeah.
I know. I feel like you bought all this just for today.
Yeah.
I'm playing
Oh,
the
this
role.
has been used, man. You can see up in there. I don't know where you bought this from. It's got some years of bottles.
I was throwing my trash earlier and
Son of a bitch.
next to the dumpster.
You got any sanitizer?
I found it next to the dumpster. He's from East Texas. He's good. He's like, I don't give a shit about no dirty fucking bottle over there.
Knowing damn well you didn't have to pop that off. That shit halfway drunk already. Fuck you trying to prove, bruh?
I can't let them know I was sick.
I guess I'll
Motherfucker
start
didn't go
drinking now.
or nothing. There was nothing.
What kind of Corona is that?
That shit flat too.
This is
Ain't no goddamn. But he poured moonshine in that on the way over. Make you think he just drinking beer.
You don't drink Corona?
No, he doesn't drink beer.
You don't drink it?
Oh, I drink.
Oh yeah, we
I
drink
drink
beer.
Corona.
He's a liquor drinker.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yes,
One
sir.
beer will knock him off on his ass.
You been to San Antonio? You
He
performed?
drink liquor though?
Yeah,
How you drink liquor but beer knock you on your ass?
No, I never drink beer.
because he's tiny.
I never drank beer. I never liked the taste of it, so I never drank it. Yeah, at all. We're cousins. Like you couldn't fucking tell.
No, I could tell they drink beer and you don't.
Oh, that's true. And they eat food. And they eat food, and I don't.
Yeah, he
eat.
just needs.
Yeah. Have you done a gig in San Antonio yet?
No, this is the first one in
time?
San Antonio.
Have you been here?
Excited. Probably. I've been every goddamn where, man. Oh, I've been to places and people are like, yeah, welcome back. I'm like, yeah, really? Yeah, it's me and you. We took this picture
No shit.
13 years ago. I'm like, I don't know. Was we at the airport, motherfucker? Was it a layover? I don't know. But yeah. No, I've been to Houston a lot, Dallas a lot. I think this is probably the first time actually in San Antonio. So I'm excited.
Hey, where you want to take the comedy thing?
Where do I want to take it?
Yeah.
To
as
$1
it goes?
billion. Like, I want to take this motherfucker where it goes. I know I
Netflix.
used to shit on, I was like, I can't do stand-up comedy. They don't get paid. But
Right.
having a name already, already gets, you know, what I mean, gets him in the door. But people are curious as shit. Like, what is he going to do? Is it going to be funny?
Yep.
I want to see. So,
Right.
that's why I bring Charles. Yeah, man. If I'm fucking up, I'm like, yeah, okay, bring Charles to the stage. Okay, yeah, save it. That's a good thing about comedy. You know, if somebody bombs, it's embarrassing for a little bit, but right after that, it's great. The next comic is like, thank you. I can't be worse than that, motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
I just refer to that dude right there if anything goes wrong. You know what I'm
so
saying?
you bombed pretty bad before?
No. But no, not at all. But like I said in that first time, when I said a joke and it didn't go over, I know when I can just get the fuck off. That's why I like hosting. Because if it's something doesn't work or gets dry, you can be like, y'all ready for our next comic? They're like, yes, please. Good. Okay, coming to the stage. You know.
But you ain't never had a night that you're like, maybe I.
Yes, I did. So let's see. I had BET Weekend was great, right? I have a comic. I do a show in LA, right? So if you guys are ever in LA, come pull up. We do every Wednesday. And I have a host out there that I use. Shout out to comedian Warren V. And he got into an accident on a bike and scraped his whole face off. Just some wild shit, right? So he couldn't, it was crazy. Half his face was gone and he posted it all. It's all documented on his page. It's disgusting. So the BET Weekend was a big weekend. I said, well, shit, I'll host it. So I did great. And I hosted, came out, did a set, and then came and, up in between every comic. And, it was great. It was a great show. Yeah. So the next week he was back. And I was like, yeah, you missed last week. I was killing it. He's like, yeah. I said, yeah, shit, I might do like 15, 20 minutes today. And he was like, you ain't gonna do no 15, 20 minutes. I said, shit. So I got up there, brought everybody out. And I didn't know my crowd. It was a lot of older black women in the crowd. And I came out shooting jokes about side chicks.
Oh, shit.
And that shit just didn't fly. I thought the shit was hilarious. Yeah. Me and the boys was like, what? I was like, man, if I had the reason I ain't got no side chick is I ain't made $1 billion. If I had $1 billion, I would have a side harem. You kidding me? The bitches wouldn't even have names. They'd be Monday. Where Tuesday at? Wake Wednesday up, tell her come here and get these balls. You know what I'm saying? Okay, it's been 30 days. It's time to cycle you. I was killing. But to us.
None of them were having it.
Oh, they was just,
I knew he was like that.
Oh, yeah. They were just,
They're like, he needs Jesus.
He needs Jesus.
Well, you know how many men and women in that crowd done lost over their life?
Oh,
they
nigga.
hated everything you
everything
said.
They were there. And I didn't care because I had this bet with him, so I just kept going. It was crickets, but I was like, fuck that. We gonna keep going. I'm gonna make you laugh, bitch. Bitch. I said, oh, shit, let me get off this fucking stage. Coming to the stage. Then since I was hosting, I passed it to him. He saved the day, and then I got back.
But that don't count as a bomb because if it's the crowd is like that don't really count as a bomb. That's just like you in the gym. You know what I mean? You ain't got nothing to bounce off of. You know what I mean? If you shooting at a backboard with no rim on it, you didn't go 0 for 10. You just worked on your shot.
Okay.
That's a fucking great analogy.
That's good. That's
exactly what the fuck that was.
Now I know why he's around you, man.
Yeah.
He's got all the ideas.
I spin that shit. You gotta know how to spin that shit.
Nah, that's real, man. Nah, Charles, a good dude, man. He's always been that encouraging type. But I've been like, he's like, man, you should do more. That's funny. I'm like, you think it's funny, but I don't know. You know what I mean? And when I tried it worked. Like, oh shit. Like he wrote them jokes that we posted yesterday.
No, you did the first
in the car. Like, the first we vamped that shit. But he was like, you should sit in the car and it's too hot. And I'm like, no, because it's really too hot. Ain't gonna shit be funny about that shit. So y'all see when y'all look at the video, that shit's parked in the shade with the windows down and the AC was blowing. Said, then I had to act.
I'm not doing this skit unless you move this car in the shade.
That should have been the fucking skit.
All right. But that's how it started. He was like, we've been inside.
I'm an actor. I can act like it's hot in the shade.
Hey, Omar said, I'm humble until that fucking sun kicks in.
Start the AC.
Hey, what you text me when you was coming off the plane? You said you not the boss of me. I said, no, the sun is the boss.
The sun is the boss. I said, you got damn right. He said, yes, sir. I'm on my way.
Legacy.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that motherfucker just hits, bro.
Legacy's dope, man.
Your dad wrote everybody, or he.
So my dad was the lead singer of a group called The Main Ingredient. The Main Ingredient was back in the 70s. They had another lead singer. He passed away. My father filled in. So he was the lead singer from the 70s, until the day he passed. But in the 80s, he went back. Let's see, I was born in 76. Do that math. So yes, I'm almost as old as Charles.
Damn.
Right when I was born, he went to South Africa during apartheid. It was a big no-no, came back. His career slowed down because of it. They pulled all his music and he had to kind of reinvent himself and so forth and so on. So the full circle of it is when Legacy, when I wrote the song, a lot of people after he had passed had tried to do his music and some things. And I was like, nothing will do it justice like himself. You know, he was a really good singer. His vocals, you know, when he passed, I learned more. Like people would come up and talk to me about how his vocal range was like an instrument. Like he hit notes that usually only instruments can hit. Like his natural tenderness, it was insane, right? So I was like, well, then I need him to be on this song with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's the intro is the song Everybody Plays the Fool, which is getting obviously a lot more attention now. It was in the Joker movie. It's been in a lot of other films. I think Steve Harvey has a show coming out. He used it in the intro, the show about court. The checks came in, so that worked. So we put the song together because every time he played Everybody Plays the Fool live, the song was a commercial hit. Like it was, you know, it didn't really show his vocal range. So at the end of every song, he would just break it down and then riff and then let it run. So me and the producer, shout out to Stephen Ellis, Stephen sent me this song that had my father's just a sample throughout the song, right? So I said, I need you to find on YouTube the breakdown when my father sings live and then does that riff. So in the middle of the song, I'm gonna say, go ahead, Pops, give him some. And then we're just gonna break the song down and let him riff. So then that's why it's structured the way it is. You know what I mean? And then the lyrics were just, you know, they just came to me. They were just easy. You know, talk about my father, my brother, my nephew, who's another rising star, Mason Gooding. Shout out to him. I don't know if you guys watch Scream.
Oh yeah, my daughter loves Scream.
Right? He's the young, handsome dude in there. Y'all have no idea. You look in there and say, does that say Gooding? You know what I mean? A lot of times I tell people my brother Cuban, they're like, oh shit, y'all do look alike. Like motherfuckers don't put it together because we don't just on every red carpet kissing each other and shit. They our brothers, like, yeah, 10-year gap. So we don't really, you know, hang like that, but it's all love. But
was he named after the country?
Yeah. Now, honestly, no. It's a good point because a lot of people always say Cuba. It's like that's not how you bring it. At my father's funeral, the dude was like, and Cuba, and we're like Cuba, like we're yelling at the motherfucker, like that's not Q, motherfucker, say Q, and then they say it, and he's like, Q, say Cuba, motherfucker. So that story goes back crazy deep too. Like my grandfather actually met a woman in Cuba. He was a Garveyite, so he was preaching and he was an orator, and imagine that, you know, and he was talking against like the government and this and that and the third, and they actually sent assassins to kill him and shot up his house, killed his wife and the baby in the belly. Then he fled. You know, who knows how the story actually goes? Like we hear he left. I don't know if he got his revenge and left or whatever the case was. You know, when we do the movie, he did some shit, man, you know. So he went to New York and then he met my grandmother and then they had my father. But his nickname in New York was Cuba, right? And then he had a son and named him Cuba, which was our father. Right. And then my father named his second born, which was my brother, Cuba Jr. So Cuba Jr. is really like the third in a way.
Yeah, now all of y'all are juniors, right? Sometimes people call you Omar Gooding Jr.
Yeah, that's that shit people want to choke a motherfucker. Like, how? But it happens. They were like, oh, real excited. We got a guest in the house tonight. Y'all make some noise for Omar Gooding Jr. I said, Junior, motherfucker.
Did y'all ever wonder how good that woman's pussy in Cuba was? What are you talking about? They got 2 generations of Cubas out of that shit.
Hilarious.
I've got a great sense of humor, but yes. No, we've never wondered that, motherfucker.
Oh, that was the first thought that came to my mind.
We were like, that must be some good shit.
Yeah, that bitch has some fire.
Tell me you watch too much porn without telling me you watch too much porn.
All he got out of that whole story was the pussy. Ain't that a bitch?
Yeah. I mean, it was a great story.
We talking about church.
However, you porn.
Saving lives and shit.
If you look at the origins of it, this bitch had some fire and 2 Cubas came out of it.
I never thought that it was he named after the country would lead back to the pussy. That was
a hell of a setup, bro.
That was wild. We just met too.
Right.
Oh yeah, you don't
put him on the next show.
Not give a fuck.
Yeah, speaking of which, how is it being the funny brother? Because I have a brother and he's not too.
Oh yeah, he's not funny.
He's a little
at all.
quiet.
Yeah,
I am. That's my
pick your spots. You
yeah,
pick your
spots. Like I'm waiting to just throw that jab in there and take him.
Maybe we should transfer him to like more of a drama, right?
Damn. Funny thing is, my whole family is actually fucking hysterical, bro. Like this is like our family reunion. As we get together, we call that Christmas. Yeah. We don't see each other often, but you know what I mean? But Thanksgiving and Christmas is fucking hysterical. My sister, forget about it. She actually was the first one to do stand-up comedy in our family. And my brother, and his wife at the time, we all were nervous as shit for her. And she opened up for fucking Seinfeld.
Oh, man.
Was that fucking crazy? She had a class that she went to. And this is when I found out how it works, how you develop a set. Or at least how they're teaching it. You go to a class where you try some jokes. You take the best one, you throw the rest out. And then every week, you add to it till you have a full fucking set. And her full set was fucking killer.
Is that like in California? right?
It's in California.
Because here it's not really like that, right?
What?
The comedy schools and stuff like that.
They do have comedy schools, yeah.
Yeah, like
Upstage has a comedy.
comedy classes.
Do they?
Yeah.
How does that one work?
They're kind of like you just go up there, like they
teach them the fundamentals.
Yeah,
According to what the comedians that we've talked to is they teach them the fundamentals and they get them on mics consistently. So they make sure that they're doing mics consistently around the city, and then
they don't help them develop a set per se.
I don't think they do.
Really? It's
Not
like
what
good
we've
luck.
got, from them. It's like, no, we're going to help you with the fundamentals and how to, a mic control, putting the stand behind you,
put it on the X.
Yeah, and I don't know if they do joke structure lessons. I'm not sure, but that's what I was trying to get to with them was when they were going to classes. Like, how can you teach somebody to be funny? It feels like it's something that should be innate. Either you got it or you don't. In a sense,
it's like height.
I think stand up is wild too. Because I'll talk to some guys that I don't think are funny at all, and then they'll be like, "Well, I'm going up tonight," and I'll be like, "The fuck?"
Yeah.
And then they get up there and kill. Like your brother, quiet as shit, and then he's like, "And action."
I'm telling you, one day I'm just gonna do an open mic, and you're all like, "Damn."
No, don't do it.
We'll be like, "Damn," but we don't
No,
know
I'm
what type of damn.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn, I knew that was gonna happen.
It's like, damn, that sucks.
I compare funny to height. So in basketball,
oh fuck,
no, serious. You can be a great basketball player, but if you 4'6", it doesn't matter. You can't teach the height. You can teach the skill.
Yeah.
So when you're funny, you're either really funny and you can teach you how to tell jokes and teach you how to be a comedian.
Yeah.
But just because you can be a comedian and know how to tell jokes, that don't mean the natural comedic ability you have is tall enough to reach the level of professional. And
that's why some people are just writers and some people can do both. Yeah. Like I can write a joke for you, but I can't tell the joke.
Yeah, and some people that are naturally funny or not funny on stage, they can go up and.
Oh my God! I had a buddy of mine. We went to a comedy store, and he's like, "I want to try it," and he's the funny guy. He's always got everything live. The girls love him. Blah 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 blah. So we went to a comedy show, and he said, "Yeah, let's see if they'll get me on." This was the comedy store.
Is this somebody I
know?
No.
Which room?
This is a buddy of mine that just got out of jail. He's been in 16 years. That's the fucking punchline.
You sure it wasn't Chocolate Sundays?
No, it might have been. It might have been. But trust me, it was a long ass time ago.
I think I know.
There's no way in hell. Listen, we went in. You don't know this, dude. I'm telling you, it's tough. And we went in, and they said, "We'll let him open up." I said, "All right, cool." And he was telling this joke on the way there, and he was like, something. Yeah, and then this bitch. And every time he said bitch, we'd laugh because it was funny the way he structured it. So anyway, he gets up there on the bright lights, and it was the classic freeze. I mean, he got up, and they said, "Come on the stage." And he got up there, and he was like, "Oh, shit." And he looked down at us, and we're in the front row dying because we're laughing at him failing. And he's like, "I forgot everything." We're like, "Just tell that joke you said in the car." He's like, "Oh, okay. So I know this bitch, and she's a bitch, and she was such a bitch." And it's just crickets. And we're just, oh my God. And he just kept saying bitch over and over again. It was like, somebody get this motherfucker off the stage. And it was great for every other comic because they were like, "Well,
yes,
it only goes up from here, motherfuckers."
From here.
And then if it got quiet, they'd just go, "Bitch," and everyone would fall the fuck out. You know what I mean? So it was great for him. And then that's the first time I saw Chris Tucker live, and he just, oh my God.
That same night?
Oh, he was the headliner.
Oh, shit.
Was the joke the dude said, "You ain't gonna fuck"? Was that the dude? Was he a light
No, because that sounds good. Dark skin. You're complete.
Oh, no, okay, that wasn't him then.
I was a trust me. This was in
because I saw somebody do that at the Laugh Factory at Chocolate Sundays, and he had an entourage of people with him, and you could tell everything that you said. He did the same thing, and he got up there, man, and he tried to say what his boys was laughing because they vibing. The crowd, you just walked in this room, they not vibing with you.
No.
So they not on the same vibration.
they don't
you
know
go
what
in there
y'all
on that
talking
energy.
about.
They're like, "What the fuck you talking about?" And that happened to every comedian, I think.
That's what's
the
crazy.
worst
Like
feeling.
with how I started doing this, I would open the show. I didn't know that meant it was really tough, but it was cool that I had a name and people were there to see me. So it was just like, Omar Gooding. And they were like, "Oh, what's up?" People I'm like, "Yeah, y'all ready for some comedy? Yeah, all right, okay. Oh, look at this motherfucker." That's fine. But I tried to tell some structured jokes. They were just like, "We're not drunk enough yet, bro." And I was like, "You're right. Let me bring a real comic the fuck out here that has a structured set and he can get the shit really going." So every time I tell Charles, I'm gonna start it off, he'd be like, "You sure? Just say hi and bye, motherfucker, and let me get the shit going." You know what I mean? Until I got better and better.
Right.
So you never feel like they're laughing just because they know you.
Absolutely, which is fine. I can look at a motherfucker and smile. See how you just started laughing? That
was
shit
fucking
happened.
true.
Yeah. And I look, I'm just like, "You gonna smile, motherfucker?" And they go, "Ha ha ha." And I'm like, "Got you." You know?
Yeah.
How do y'all
start talking about side chicks in front of?
How do y'all deal with hecklers? Well, like hecklers, do y'all get them or?
Oh yeah, man. They feed my appetite for life.
Oh,
yeah, they bring my evil side out, man. I love hecklers, man. You gonna try to ruin my job? I'm gonna send you to therapy, motherfucker. That's what I do. I done been homeless twice for this shit. You not gonna play with me? You gonna come in my show and play with me? Okay.
Mike, give him the voice. You're gonna be the heckler tonight.
Oh, you gonna heckle me tonight?
No, he's not. He never heckle, but he can if you like it.
We were practicing.
I got 5 jokes loaded for your ass. This interview, motherfucker. I thought you was gonna come for us. I had some shit
I'm
loaded.
not gonna come for y'all. But no,
You can't beat the guy with the microphone.
I
You
went
just
to-
can't do it.
No, you can't.
You can say
They
the
shouldn't
funniest
try
shit
it.
in the crowd.
Yeah.
Motherfucker be like this nigga here, and then you just destroy him.
Yeah, I went to Ali Sadiq. I don't know if y'all have y'all heard of him.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So I went to his. He was at a LOL like a couple months ago, and he starts off by saying, "This ain't one of them shows, so don't even try that shit because you're gonna be kicked out." He like no tolerance for fucking for hecklers.
Oh wow! Okay.
But the hecklers really, I don't get offended. A heckler to me balances out the show because the crowd is with you. So if I see Omar doing something or eating his nachos or whatever, and I make a joke about that, it's 10 times funnier because the people there can see it.
Right.
So if a heckler say some shit, and I know what everybody thinking, man, shut the fuck up. I paid to get in here. Automatically off the bat, I got the advantage. Like Omar said, I got the mic. These people paid their money. On the count of 3, everybody tell them to shut the fuck up. 1, 2, 3, shut the fuck up. I win.
Right.
Yeah.
Automatically.
Yeah.
It's easy.
But that's, 19 years of doing this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Damn. If I freeze up on Wednesday, I'm gonna think about that guy at the Comedy Store. Bitch. Like, I'm gonna be like, bitch.
And the 3 of y'all will laugh.
Yeah, that's it.
I don't understand.
They're vibing with me.
You get it later. You get it later. Bitch.
You gotta really deliver that shit.
You gotta use your black voice.
Yeah.
Oh shit. All right. I got that shit.
All right.
So it's gonna be bitch. You know what I mean? You gotta say it like Snoop. Bitch.
Bitch. Bitch.
Try it like too short.
Yeah, it was too short.
Yeah. Bitch.
Bitch. You fought Vin Rames one time. You almost won for 3 seconds.
Charles said that didn't happen.
You didn't know this, Charles?
No, I didn't know about
shit.
this.
Didn't hear this
Oh
story.
shit. Cool.
You fought
That's
Bing
great.
Bang?
I fought Ving Rames, man. It was
Damn.
the first day of rehearsals.
I
on
learned a
set.
new level of respect for this motherfucker just now.
Well, wait till you hear the story.
Wait till you hear the story.
Wait for it. So, I got to take it back a little bit. John Singleton called me and he said, "I got this movie script for you. I want to help make you a movie star like I help make your brother a star. And I want you to read it." And I read it and I said, "Oh shit, I can connect with this. This is great." He said, "I'll see you in 3 months." I said, "Cool." So I shaved my head, did some fucking push-ups. At 22, it's easy. You just lose weight like it's nothing. You know what I mean? I dropped like 30 pounds and shit, showed up with a tank top on and was screaming and yelling all in the room, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, "Thanks for coming in. You look great." Whole month went by. And that's a long time to hear from something. And then I got a call. "You got the part." And I'm like, "What part? Like, the fuck are you talking about?" And they're like, "This movie, the Baby Boy movie, you got it." I was like, "Oh shit," right? So feeling full of myself. We get there. First day, we're doing rehearsals, which are like improvs, right? So we're going through these improv techniques and I'm just kind of half-assing it and doing blah, blah, blah. And John Singleton looks at me at the end of it in front of everybody and says, "All right, you guys, pretty good today, but some of us need to step it the fuck up."
Oh shit.
Wow.
"All right, see you tomorrow." You don't say that to a 24-year-old that's just been doing push-ups all summer, right? So I go to fuck home. I'm fired up. No liquor, no drugs, none of that shit. I'm just focused like a motherfucker. So I get in for the next day. Like the first exercise we're going to do, everyone is going to sit in a circle. We're going to put one chair in a circle and then one actor at a time will sit in the middle and everybody will ask them questions in character. So I was like, "I'll do it. I'm first." I sat there and I was fired up. Now, what's up? Like, "So, P, what, motherfucker?" Anytime somebody said something, I was on them. "What you want to do? What, your shoelaces is ugly. Well, fuck you too." Like, I was just on them. And then we would go to the next exercise and it was like, "All right, word association, just say one word." And I was like, Melvin, Bing, fuck him. What you want to do?" And I grabbed, he said something. And I was like, "What, nigga?" And I'm like, anytime somebody says something, I jump on them and I'm physical with them. And the crazy thing, John Singleton had the old school little video camera and he never cut. He just kept going. And he'd just say the next situation and he would keep that thing pointed at us. And this was our time to like improv and add shit.
But that's who your character was supposed to be, right?
Yeah, he was that guy. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, but I found him through his provoking me the night before.
Right.
He was the supreme motivator. He brought it out. So now I'm on, right? And it gets to the end of the fucking night and everybody's had their fill, I'm sure. And finally, now let me tell you about California. Like in LA, like there's LA, right? That's where most of the gang activity is. But then there's still the Valley.
Right.
And the Valley, there's still some gang activity, but it's not like LA.
Yeah.
Like most of my homies that grew up, like I was born in Pacoima, California, which is in the Valley, you know what I mean? It's whatever, right? But it's not like Compton or South Central, you know what I mean? So my boys would be like, shut up, Valley, nigga. Like they'll say Valley in a way, and I'll be like, yeah, whatever, motherfucker, right? So anyway, so we're in character, right? And the guy that I'm supposed to be mimicking is from 60s Crip, right? That they have as like the guy that's kind of coaching us throughout the thing, right?
Yeah.
So I'm standing there and I'm all fired up, and Vinga was like, shut all that fucking shit up, bitch. Where are you from? And I said, man, I'm from 60 Crip. He said, shut up, bitch, you from the Valley. And I kind of went, nigga, we still in character? Right? And I looked down at AJ, who played the mom, and she did, it was kind of like in, what was it, Harlem Nights, when she said, you ain't gonna shoot me with the pinky toe, and he looked over at him and they all went like this. I looked at her, nigga, like that. She went, what you gonna do? So I looked up at him and I said, bang, bang, you dead. And he said, bitch, them ain't no guns. Slapped my hand and picked me up, slammed me on the floor. Boom. We wrestling around. And I'm like, I'm still fired up. Like, nigga, what? You ain't, oh shit. All of a sudden, I can't move no more. And all I can do is wiggle. And he's just preparing to fuck me up. He's folding me like a pretzel, getting ready to just deliver the blow. And somehow I wriggled my hands free and grabbed his forehead and said, cut, nigga. No bullshit.
That's classic, right?
And that was the end of the rehearsal. And then, you know.
That should have been in the movie, man.
And we walked off and shit and got and Ving walked over to me. He was like, damn, man, would you take acting class overnight, man? You was something today. I was like, I just had to step it up. We cool though, right? yeah, we good. All right, see you tomorrow, motherfucker.
Damn.
3 seconds I had him. I was good for like, yeah, motherfucker, you ain't told. Shit, I can't move nothing.
That old man strength.
That old grown-ass man strength kicked in. I was like,
how much bigger was he?
Like, he was big.
Really?
You see the scene when he turned around naked and with the
ass and eggs.
I wasn't asking about that.
I felt that. Oh no, you ain't gonna just turn me around in front of these. I am a boy, Damon.
Were you ever mistaken for a Mexican because of that role?
No,
what?
I know what you mean. Though he got that cholo look. Yeah, but I had a lot of grown ass men come up and cry to me and tell me that they was really touched.
Man, that was an amazing role. I mean,
you know what I mean? Like I'm like, oh shit, this motherfucker asked me about the one hitter quitter. He's like, no, there ain't nobody told my story like that. Like, bro, I just went that. I'm like, shit. It would happen a lot, and it really let me know how much it really, because brothers is frustrated. Everybody, Black, Brown, we get locked up and then come out and try to find a job, and the motherfucker just like, fuck you. Like, he's like, damn, I'm trying to do right. You know what I mean? But all I know is kill a motherfucker. Like, So.
That's what I think was it gave John Singleton and Ice Cube and folks like that, the upper hand was they were making movies about what was around them.
Yeah.
NWA, they were making music about what was around them and then hitting people in the face with it. Like, here it is. And the realness of it. And then when we saw it, I was like, this is my neighborhood. This is the shit that's going on here.
But he was telling stories, man. And he was, without trying to preach, he would just show you. And then you'd have to figure it out. I was doing we were showing the movie for a crowd of people, and I was in there commenting because I'm doing more comedy now. So I was just cracking little jokes and shit. Look at that nigga. Snoop looks skinny as hell. Eat a sandwich. Like saying little shit during the movie while we're watching.
Fuck you.
Fuck my bitch. Like all type of weird shit. Right? But at the end, like when I beat the kids of women, whole row of women, they were just like, oh, see, that's what's up. See, he a punk. He didn't shoot him. You shot him. You a real man. Blah, blah, blah. And I was like, that's kind of the point of the movie, the baby boy mentality. He saw himself in that guy and then didn't pull the trigger. Then my character shot him and I was the hero. But that's the point. Look at Boys in the Hood when Trey gets out the fucking car.
Yeah.
If more men get out the fucking car, the world might be a better place. You know what I'm saying? He's got all these messages in there. You just got to see him. Some people are like, just shoot the motherfucker. But he did it for the piece. So hopefully some people see that.
Now I saw that side. You know what I mean?
Elevate.
I mean, shit, helped that I became a father at 18, but I saw that get out of here. You ain't built for it first.
That part.
You know what I mean? But also it ain't worth it. I had a buddy that never got out of it and 2 years ago was at an IHOP. Somebody fucking picked a fight. He ain't ever backing down from a fight. And he gets the better of the guy stands up and shoots him and kills him. It's like, was it worth it? You got a 3-year-old little girl.
Yeah, that part.
she's done.
Yeah, once I didn't have to start having kids. I was 40 and 46.
Shit.
Yeah, no bullshit. 6-year-old and a 3-year-old at home. And as soon as the first one was born, I was like, oh, that's it. It's now I'm about him. I was about making home to him now.
How the fuck how can you be you?
How strong is your pullout?
Yeah.
What do you want?
And by the way, what's your worst sex experience? We ask all our guests their worst sex experience. They can answer if they want. They don't have to.
Charles, we need to know yours. You've been here for 50 years.
What, my worst sex experience?
Yeah.
Shit, I ain't had none.
You don't have
You're a
sex?
virgin?
They took that joke the wrong way, didn't they?
Y'all hear that, child support? I'm a virgin. Get the fuck off my back. I told y'all motherfuckers I didn't do it.
I tell you, I don't be fucking.
6 witnesses.
Oh, man. Hey, when y'all gotta go, let us know.
Yeah. No, we gotta go.
You gotta go.
But we love y'all, man. This has been fun as hell.
Thank y'all so much. We appreciate y'all. I can't wait to see it tonight. I know, man.
Yeah.
We've been anticipating this for a while.
Good shit.
We're gonna go live in a little bit, advertise it, and thank you so much, Omar. Thank you, Charles, for setting this up, and thank you to Mike Shields. We appreciate you, Mike Shields. BFR podcast out.
Yeah.
Peace.
That was dope.